Good evening, race fans. Welcome back to another Thursday night here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Tonight, drivers take on Talladega. And what we've seen so far here in practice, I am expecting the race to be a very exciting one. You definitely don't want to miss that. So we are looking forward to the race here this evening. But before we get into that, we do have some points to get down through here. I will go ahead and pull those up here momentarily. Don't mind here real quick. I'll get that out of here and pull this up. This will give you an idea where everybody, whoop, don't want to do that. My apologies for that. As you can see, Lance Anthony is in the lead there with 93 points. Then you got Dylan Williams back in second with 62 points. Then you got Edson Santos there, also tied for second with 62 points. Ryan Lametti in fourth with 54 points. Then you got Alexander there in fifth spot with 51 points. Lauren Rogers in sixth with 50. Aaron Hobart. Holbert. I don't know. We're just going to go with it. He's in seventh, as well as Garrett Hagan. Both of them have 49 points. In ninth, we got William Rucker with 46 points. With 39 points. In 10th spot, we got TJ Harden. In 11th, Brian Edwards there with 36 points. Then you got William Smith in 12th with 35 points. Andrew Fay in 13th with 34 points. With 33 points, we got William Swenson with in 14th. In 15th, we got Bradley Williams with 28 points. In 16th, we got Rob Powers there. He's at 26 points, as well as Brad Adams. And then 18th, we got Kalex there with 25 points. And 19th, Joshua Osborne with 21. And then Andrew Frazier is rounding out your top 20 there with 20 points. 21st on through 28th. Go ahead and look at those there real quick with Anthony Youngs, Travis Rucker, James R.C. Grove, Gabriel Hope, James, then you got Alex Offenbach, and then William Robbins. 21st through 28th respectively. As we are coming down to 4.5 minutes here left to go in practice. Don't have any team points to go through quite, well, this week anyway. But we'll let you know about the upcoming schedule here for the Indy Series here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Next week, if I can find it. Jeez, there it is. Next week, they head to not sure where they go to. That is coming up on August 8th. I believe it is a road course. I could be wrong. But it is cut off there on what I see anyway. It's cut off, so I'm not quite sure exactly where they're heading next Thursday. Mobility Resort Ogeti. We have that coming up next Thursday, as I finally found it. So we do have that coming up next Thursday, but tonight it's all about super speedway racing. It's all about Talladega here. But before they go ahead and get into qualifying, we will go ahead step away here. We will play our national anthem. Do not go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. All right, well, hopefully you all enjoy the sights and sounds of the national anthem as we're coming down here to a minute left to go in practice. And for those who have been tuning in to Extreme Racing TV over the past year, just about a year, you will notice tonight we have a different overlay here that we're giving a try here to see how everything goes. So there's a lot of different features on this that we will go throughout the race, what they do and everything like that. One of which is the onboard here. As you can see, it shows the gear they're in, the RPMs that they're running, almost a little over 11,500 RPMs there, hitting just around 230 miles an hour, 232 and climbing. So would not be surprised here if they're at the beginning of the race if they hit 240 plus. So that's something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. That's one of the new overlays that we have here as the session is coming to a checkered state here. So we will go ahead, get these cars to the virtual garage and get into the qualifying session here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Race number 3 here tonight at Talladega. Want to give a big shout out to the sponsors here for season 2 for Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Magnolia Laser for coming on board, as well as MW Race Cars. And I know I'm forgetting one. Now, William Rucker's out here on track, getting the session underway here as they have 5 minutes to go ahead and lay down. I believe it is 2 laps. 2 of the quickest laps they could lay down here. You're seeing William taking the high side here on the first lap. Probably not a bad idea. Get that momentum, get that engine revved up as much as possible before you start riding the bottom. We also got Dylan Williams out here. He's already on the bottom side here. Different approach than what William Rucker's taken. CJ Harden there on his first lap. He's in second. But Garrett Hagan right now is the fastest man with a 41.017. We'll see here what William has on his second lap. Like I said, he rode the top there on his first lap. Dylan Williams is going to move himself up to the second spot on his first lap. See here, coming down to the start-finish line, coming out of the tri-oval, William. And across the start-finish line, he's going to move himself up to the top spot there with a 49.76. Rucker right now is the man on top. You got Lance Anthony out here. Got Hagan there in second for right now. Well, as I say that, here comes Dylan Williams with a fast lap of a 49.23. See here, we got Lance out here. We got Anthony Young's out here. We got a guy out here named Bacon. Bacon's out here on the track in that 45 machine. I don't think it's actually Bacon, but I'm just going to call him Bacon because it sounds good. Who does not like bacon? Edson sitting here on the end of pit road, coming down to right around a minute to go in qualifying, so I would not expect him to come out and lay a lap. You got James out here on his first lap, coming down to right around a minute here, so we'll see here. Depending on when he crosses the start-finish line, this might be his only lap that he's going to be able to lay down. Yeah, it looks like he's only going to be able to get one lap in, because he's going to cross the start-finish line with under 40 seconds to go. For 37 seconds here. He's going to go ahead and slow it down here, put him up into the 8th spot. That will be the last driver to go ahead and lay down a qualifying lap here tonight. So congratulations goes to Bradley Williams, not Bradley Williams, Dylan Williams. Got too many Williams out here. As we're wrapping up qualifying here, coming down to the last couple seconds here. We'll go ahead and get them gridded up here this evening. They are coming down to the grid now. We will go ahead and show the starting grid for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Season 2, race number 3 here tonight at Talladega. Dylan Williams grabbing that top spot with a 49.23. Congrats again to Dylan for grabbing the pole here tonight. In second, we got that 45 machine of Bacon. I'm not going to say his last name. I'm not even going to try to say his last name yet. With a 49.35. In row 2, starting third, Lance Anthony in that 52 machine. And fourth, William Rucker in the 77. In row number 3, we got Garrett Hagan in that 30 machine. And Bradley Williams in the 116 rolling off 6th here tonight. Back in row number 4, we got Kalex there in the 2 machine rolling off 7th with a 41.021. Rolling off 8th, we got James in the 87, he's rolling off with a 41.023 lap time in qualifying. In row number 5, rolling off 9th in that 33 machine, CJ Harden. In 10th, we got that 17 of Anthony Young's. In row number 6, we got Edson Santos there in the 20 machine rolling off 11th. Ryan Clemente in the 81 rolling off 12th. In row number 7, Travis Rucker in that 83 machine is going to roll off 13th. Rolling off 14th, we got Brad Adams in the 76 machine. In row number 8, we got Brendan there in that 5 machine rolling off 15th. Rolling off 16th, we got Dylan in that 36 machine. In row number 9, we got Andrew Fay in that 28 machine, going to roll off 17th. Rolling off 18th, we got Williams, what's in there, in the 14 machine. In row number 10, we got Andy Frazier in that 24 machine rolling off 19th. In 20th, we got Brian Edwards in that 11 machine. And rounding out the field here tonight, in 21st, we got Billy Smith in that 118 machine. None of those drivers lay down a qualifying lap here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing here at Talladega. Lay back here at the beginning of the race, take your time, avoid the big one. It's not a matter of if the big one happens, it's a matter of when the big one happens. So thank you all for tuning in here so far tonight. Looks like we got 6 of you out there. Thank you all for coming out and tuning in here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour race number 3, season 2. And before they go ahead and get going here, let's bring up the weather forecast here. Clear skies out there. Well, partly cloudy, I should say. Air temp right around 76 degrees. A track temp at 116. Winds coming out of the southeast right around 11 miles an hour. Humidity right around 61%. Not sure if those conditions will change throughout the race or if it's one of those sessions to where it stays the same throughout the entire session. So we will see how that develops as we progress through the race here tonight. For anybody new tuning into Extreme Racing TV, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and don't forget hit that notification bell. That way you go ahead and get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live. Right now, it's every Thursday night for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And we're waiting for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And we will go ahead and get these Indy cars ramped up all the way to almost 12,000 RPMs. As we're waiting for Barney the Flagman to wave that green flag. And we will go ahead, get these cars underway. As the green flag is out, and we're underway here tonight for race number 3, season 2 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour here tonight at Talladega. Coming down to the start-finish line, Dylan not going to lead the first lap. That'll actually go to Anthony there in that 52 machine. As we got somebody down on the apron. Who is that? Is that Garrett Hagan down there? He's going to go ahead and drop himself back. He does not want to be up there right now. We got more people. Looks like they're dropping back a little bit. We got 3 wide going on up here, which at Talladega, you can do that very comfortably. You don't have to worry about it too much. It's when you start getting to that 4. And I'm just going to say with these cars, you can make 5 wide happen, but it is going to be sketchy. And I would not recommend doing that. But it is possible. As it's looking like right now, we do have 3 packs developing here. We got this first pack here. Looks like it goes from first all the way here to 8th spot with CJ Harden. And we get back here to Anthony Yuns. And looks like we got a group of about 4 or 5 cars here. That goes back to Dylan. No, actually, Brian Clementi. And then dropping back here to 15th, we got Brian Edwards. And it goes all the way back to, well, Brad Adams is on pit road. But Billy Smith there is going to round out tail end of this group here. Not sure if he lost the draft or not. We go ahead and get back up here with Garrett Hagan as he's side by side. Oh, we got more Garrett once again dropping back some more. Not liking what he's seeing. Get up here. William Rucker is taking the lead. And that's something we're going to see a lot of lead changes as the race goes on. We'll go ahead and put the positions gained up for everybody. That way you go ahead and see where your driver's at. How many positions they have gained throughout the race. Brad Williams got a stand out there for Bradley Williams right now. He is sitting in third spot. And that 116 machine on the outside. Oh, close call there. That was between Bradley and I believe that was Garrett. We've got more drivers dropping back. I'm not sure who that is. I think that is Anthony Young's. No. Yes, Anthony Young's there, and that 17 machine dropped back. Was not liking what was going on. We got a battle for the lead once more. William Rucker and Garrett Hagan, driver that fell back there on the first lap coming out, turn 2. He's going to go ahead and put himself in the top spot here. As Ryan has laid down the fastest lap with a 43.15. But right now it's a lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of pack racing. Something that you would expect at Talladega, no matter what car you're in. And so far, these cars, these Indy cars, DW12 cars, dollar cars, however you want to call them, they are not disappointing as Ryan is going to go ahead and take the lead here, up 11 spots. And lead his first lap here tonight. That is one thing I am missing that I don't like. And we'll see if I can find a way around that. Going to go ahead and find a way to get the laps led information displayed up for everybody to see, but tonight I can't do that, so we are just stuck with what we got. Right now, battle for first spot here. We got Ryan Williams, Bacon, even though it's not Bacon, but well, now he's up to second. Bradley Williams up into the fourth spot. That's a battle for first right here, which really, I mean, you could put it with the top 8. That's pretty much what we got here. As a lot of drivers right now, looks like they're switching back and forth here where they want to be. Ryan's going to go ahead and drop back to 7th. Now we got a new race leader here, that 45 machine. He's got Bradley Williams there in second. Bradley's just content staying in second spot right now. You know, we're hitting speeds right around 236 miles an hour. Down the back straightaway through turn 3 and 4, really not dropping that much, dropping maybe 5 miles an hour through the turns, and then we're going to go ahead and pick the speed back up. Get back here to Lance Anthony here, fell back all the way to 12th. Go ahead and get that battle screen out of the way. And just a couple spots behind him, we got Brian Edwards here in 14th spot. Got Andrew Fay, Andy Frazier, Brendan, Glenn, Travis Rucker here in the 17th spot. 243 miles an hour down the back straightaway. Whoo! These drivers back here are cooking. Get back here to Dylan Williams here in that 32 machine back here in 6th spot. Thank you all for tuning in here. Looks like we're up to 8 people out there watching. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Race number 3 here tonight at Talladega. And so far, it has not disappointed. It's been a lot of good racing, a lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of people just coming out of nowhere and taking the lead. As now we got CJ Harden up into the top spot here. We'll see here if he can cross the start-finish line and lead his first lap here tonight, as it looks like he's going to be able to. Here comes Edson, though. He's going to look on the outside all by himself. As they do have a push-to-pass option, but I don't see anybody that's using it quite yet. Everybody's been out here 12 laps here. We should go ahead and change that from a time to laps. We got coming to complete lap 12 of 90 here tonight at Talladega. Don't know why I didn't automatically switch to the lap. Like I said, this is new to me, as it's new to everybody out there tuning in here tonight for Extreme Racing TV. As we have a big caution here tonight. We will go ahead. And it's not. And what happened here? I don't know why it's not pulling up. Oh, there it is. Right in front of James, and James had nowhere to go. And he's going to be stuck inside the wall. Ooh, he got out of it, but he is upside down. Unfortunate for James there. Had nowhere to go. It happened right in front of him. Not exactly sure what caused all that to happen. First caution comes out. Let's go ahead and see if we can pick on somebody. We're all going to come down pit road. Just going to go ahead and wait. For everybody to come down, get their pit stops completed before we pull somebody up in the pit, into the broadcast booth. Pit stops are completed. It looks like Edson there is going to go ahead and be in the top spot. Let's see here. Who do we have? We can pick on, well, actually, William is in the top spot. But I don't see any of them in the Discord. Oh, let's see. No, he's not in there either. Not in there either. Let's go ahead and see here if we could pull up that 17 machine of Anthony Yuns. Well, Anthony, you're up in the broadcast booth. We're only on lap 15 here of 90, but go ahead and talk about your race here so far. How is it for you, and what do you expect here moving forward?
Well, it feels pretty good. I'm happy to keep it clean so far, and I've worked my way up to the front. I'm a little confused about what happened in the pits there, though. I was third out, and then 3 cars were waved past me, so now I'm in 6. So I'm a little confused about that. But the race so far is going well, and I'm just gonna try to keep it clean and be smart on fuel. Try to minimize the stops, and hopefully be in the front at the end.
Yeah, right now, not looking too bad. Here in 6th spot, up 4 from where you started the race. So, like you said, just take your time, take it easy, and let the cards may fall wherever they lie here at the end of the race. So good luck to you. Avoid the big one, and hopefully we'll see you here after the race in the podium spot.
Hey, thanks very much.
All right, you're welcome. True North, right? That's your team name? Yep, there it is. I found it.
True.
All right. It took me a while to find it. There was a lot of team names in there. So we got Anthony Yuns here in the, got him in 5th now. Not sure exactly what happened. I'll tell you what, all these drivers out here have a dog in them, because there ain't no way he'll catch me out here on the track, especially at Talladega in these cars. These things are insane at the speeds that they can run. I tried it one time. I made it 2 laps. As the green flag is back out, even though iRacing has not declared the green flag. There we go. Green flag is back out. We are back underway here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Race 3 at Talladega for the Talladega 240 presented by Magnolia Laser here on iRacing. Because right now it looks like we got a lot of single file here from 1st all the way to 5th spot here with Dylan. Then we got a little bit of a gap right about 1.3 back here to 7th spot. Well, 6th spot I should say with Garrett. And a big gap back here to the 2 machine of Kalex. That's a 3-pack with Kalex, Brian, and Andrew. Brandon's here all by himself. He's stuck in between that 3-pack of cars there. 8th, 9th, 10th. And then back here to 12th with Bradley Williams. He's got about 3 cars behind him. That would be Brad Adams, Billy Smith, and Andy Frey. Well, no, that would be a lap car. Oh, no, that is Billy. Right now, they're all pretty much spaced out. Big contrast from the start of the race here, where they were all pretty much, nose to tail. Might have had a gap there for a few laps, and then they closed it back up. But now, I mean, you got some major gaps between packs here. Get back here to Bradley Williams here. I mean, between each pack, there's almost a second gap between them. But right now, just trying to find where the action's at, and whew, these guys are just going all over the place. Yeah, you don't want to hit the apron. Save it. Oh, he did not save it. And we got a big one here tonight at Talladega. We will go ahead here and see exactly what happened. If you watch here, get a run down the back straightaway. And then we're going to go ahead. That was, do not run the apron at Talladega. And he unfortunately hit it realized it too late. Was not able to get up in time to avoid the apron through the turn, and it upset that car. And unfortunately, collected a few other drivers. So Andrew's going to have to come down, if he hasn't already. Use that fast repair. Just one of those things, you're going that fast down the back straightaway, and you can see here, got so much wheel damage and missing the rear wing, and the front nose is all clipped off as well. But it's one of those unfortunate things. You're going speeds of 240 plus. Your reaction time so little. And, you know, he was trying to get down to the inside of the car ahead of him. And unfortunately, by doing that, he didn't do it intentionally. This is why I don't drive those cars, because I would have done the same thing. That's why I don't drive these cars, as we do have pit stops taking place here. Not sure why I'm not getting my pit stop notification here. But anyway, we got William, Anthony, Kalex, Dylan, William, Brian. Yeah, there they are. There's those drivers. Got Garrett coming out. Got Bradley coming out. Ooh, as I had a green pepper come up on me from dinner. Apologize for that, everybody. You got Bradley Williams coming out. Got Lance here on pit road. He's coming out. These drivers just probably topping off with fuel. Would not assume that they're taking tires. We got CJ up here in the top spot, showing off the good old Talladega Nights here with the me sponsor on that 33 machine. So this is our second caution of the night. Looks like we do have still 8 people out there watching here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in to Extreme Racing TV for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour race number 3 here at Talladega, the Talladega 240. We're coming to complete lap 22 of 90. Go ahead and show the top 5 here real quick. CJ in first. You got Dylan Williams second. Andy Frazier third. William Rucker fourth. Edson back there in 5th spot. Then you got Anthony Yuns here in 6th. Kalex in 7th. Garrett Hagan 8th. Dylan Morant 9th. And Billy Smith rounding out your top 10. So far, the most positions gained here in that 24 machine, Andy Frazier, up 16 spots from where he started the race. Billy Smith in that 118, up 11 spots. CJ Harden up 8 spots in that 33 machine. And then Dylan Morant in that 36 machine, up 7 spots from where he started the race here tonight. And the weather forecast is, well, track temp actually dropped 2 degrees. Winds right around 13 miles an hour out of the east-southeast. And the humidity right around 63%. So the weather is adjusting just slightly here for these drivers out here on the track, which does play a factor. You know, that wind speed coming from the east and then moving to the southeast does play a role in everything. So we'll see how they adjust as they get back underway here tonight. And we also do have the car image. I can go ahead and display for everybody. That way you go ahead and see exactly the driver that we're on here. And get on this driver as well. We go ahead and close them out. CJ will go ahead and get us back underway here. Single file restarts for the Indy cars as the green flag is back out. Well, for CJ it is. We're waiting for Barney. There he goes. Barney waved the green flag. We are back green flag racing here tonight at Talladega. Big gap there from second to third. Here in third spot, we do have Andy Frazier. Well, it was Andy Frazier. Now it's William Rucker. And Edson here. And then we, you know, like we had at the last restart, got 3 or 4 cars, and then we got a little bit of a gap. And then we got 1 car, and then we got another 1, 2, 3, 4 cars here. Get back here to Andrew. Here in 15th spot, Tim, Lance, and Ryan. Well, actually, Ryan's a lap down. Dylan Williams is going to go ahead and take the lead over CJ. See here if he's going to come down to start finish line and lead his first lap, as CJ is like, not so fast there. You go ahead and get right behind me, and Dylan's going to go ahead and do that for right now. CJ going to go ahead and lead another lap here tonight. Back here to Garrett Hagan here in the 8th spot. And around that 36 of Dylan. Now he's looking on the outside. That would be Kalex there, and he's going to go try for a 2-fer, but he ain't going to have the draft help. So he's going to end up falling back behind the 36 of Dylan here. I would imagine so. Yes, there they go around him. CJ still holding off that 32 of Dylan. Back here to third spot with William Rucker. He's got a 3-packer with him himself, Andy Frazier and Edson here. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You got a little bit of a gap here to 6th with Anthony Yuns, Garrett Hagan, Kalex, and Dylan. That would be 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. And you got a big gap to 10th. Right around 2.2 seconds back to 10th spot here with William, Billy Smith, Travis Rucker. Billy Williams, this is the biggest pack of them all here. And Brian Edwards. Andrew Fay here is closing up the gap to the drivers in front of him, so we will have roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 drivers in that back pack, where you got a 2-pack here in the front, and then you got a 3-packer here. You get back here to Anthony, you got a 4-packer, so there's 2, 3, 4, 7. As these two are still battling for the lead here, CJ is finding his inner Bobby out here in that mean machine. If you ain't first, you're last. That's the way Bobby. And he is so far living up to it. But he's got company there with Dylan. He's not going to make it easy on CJ. Good old Talladega nights here unfolding right here in our virtual sim here tonight over here on iRacing for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Season 2, race number 3 at Talladega. So we'll get back here to 13th here with Brian Edwards. He's in the middle of this pack. The biggest pack of them all. As you can see now, it's got 8 drivers in it. But they're really not lining up too well to make a push to the drivers in front of them. That might be by design, because they've seen what's happened throughout the race and they don't want to push it. I'm going to go ahead and take their time here. We are only on lap 32 of 90, so still a long way to go. We were down to 59 laps to go, and they still have pit stops to go ahead and take here. So right now, it's just a matter of setting yourself up here for the latter part of the race. Dylan's going to go ahead and possibly, maybe, no, CJ is going to go ahead and keep denying him a lap led here tonight. CJ wants no part of anybody else leading a lap other than him, from the looks of it so far. But I get back here, these drivers here, from third back to ninth spot. These guys are right around 4 seconds behind the leaders, Dylan and CJ. As once again, CJ is going to go ahead and deny Dylan the opportunity to lead a lap. Go ahead and get back here to 10th spot. These drivers are about 4 seconds behind 9th spot. Go ahead and pull that up for everybody. That way you go ahead. See here, it's about 3.7 seconds from 9th to 10th. And from 2nd to 3rd, about now it's 4.6. And it keeps climbing. These guys are battling for the lead between CJ and Dylan. And this is another one of them new overlays that we have here, part of the package that we got here on Extreme Racing TV. Now, Dylan's still trying to find a way to go ahead and lead himself a lap here. Not able to do it quite yet. It's like every time he gets an advantage over CJ, it's at the wrong time. And CJ has enough time to go ahead and get that momentum back to go ahead and retake the lead, as once more here they come. And I think they might be teammates. And yes, they are. So they're just out here playing a little broadcast thing on me here. Playing a little back and forth with each other, having a little fun. And here they are. Here's, well, we got somebody having connectivity problems here with iRacing. Andy Frazier here in 5th. Got from Andy all the way to 9th spot, Edson here. You would think having more cars would equal faster lap times, but that's not the case here so far, as they keep dropping from the 2 drivers in front of them, CJ and Dylan. We go ahead and drop it back to Brian Edwards here in 10th spot. He's about 3.2 seconds back from 9th. And it's a lot of interesting racing going on here tonight at Talladega. Definitely one of them tracks to where it's kind of got an old vibe to it, where you got, you know, little packs here and there. Not really a big group of cars within. I mean, this is the biggest pack that we have on the track, right here from 5th to 9th. There is a pit pack back here, like I said, with not these 3 drivers, but go ahead, drop it back here with Andrew Fay, Bradley Williams, Travis Rucker. You got 4 cars here, and then you got a little bit of a gap as Billy Smith loses it coming out of 4, but looks like he's going to be able to save it, get back underway here. Get back here to 10th spot here, as we go ahead and put a battle for 10th here between Edwards, Swinson, and Anthony here. 10th, 11th, and 12th. This is your 3rd pack, I guess you would say, between what we got going on out here. We could even change it here to seventh here. Actually, that would be 9 drivers, wouldn't it? Go ahead and show. This is a battle for 3rd. Between 3rd to 9th, this is your 2nd pack, if you will. So this is one of the few things that I go ahead and do. Like I said, I still got learning to do with this whole new overlay. So as I learn it, go ahead and battle for first here between Williams and Harden once more. Dylan's going to go ahead and actually lead that lap this time. So congrats to Dylan on leading a lap here. Not sure if he's led more than just that one. Just in case he hasn't. These two have really checked out over the entire field. Right around 7, almost 8 seconds. Between first and third. 7.8 between second and third. From 9th to 10th spot. Right around 1.89. Go ahead and get on CJ here. Let's go ahead and put up the gap here between the two. As you see now, between second and third, it's a little over 8 seconds. And back here to 9th. From 9th to 10th, it's about 1.5. But the thing that's weird is between 9th and 10th, they've been actually running faster laps. Well, not that lap. I actually lost quite a bit of time that time. And from 15th to 16th, it's right around 9.5 seconds. As we got Dylan coming down pit road. We got Garrett Hagan going to go ahead and take the lead here. Got Anthony Yuns in second now. This all could be part of the strategy too, because those first two drivers could have been using a lot more fuel than these guys back here. We'll see how all this plays out. We still have 44 laps to go here. So as I blink out for a second on the broadcast, unfortunately, that does happen from time to time on my end for some reason. It is frustrating when it does happen, but it's not a every night thing, which is weird. So we'll see here exactly when these drivers come down pit road. They have been out here. 27 looking like coming down to 28 laps. Out here on the track. See Williams and Frazier there. They've been out here 2 laps, getting ready to come to 3 laps. They're in 14th and 15th. Dylan is right around 20, almost 30 seconds behind the leader. And Andy here is 40.7 behind the leader. Well, you can see the leader's right behind Andy. That's how close Andy is from going a lap down. But Dylan here. Where did CJ? CJ's all the way back here in the 18th spot. He is 3 laps down. Not exactly sure what happened. CJ through the pit stop. But obviously a penalty of some sort happened there to CJ. Dylan is the last driver on the lead lap here. He's sitting around 30.3 seconds behind the leader. Garrett's still out here leading the race. As I say that, here comes Anthony Yuns here in that. Oh, actually, Anthony here's the 3rd driver in line. There's a lap car. That would be Andy. Yeah, that would be Andy Fraser. So we'll see here when they decide to come down pit road here. Like I said, they've been out here right around 30 laps now. Actually over 30 laps. Coming down to complete 32 laps out here on the track. So I would imagine that these drivers are trying to push it where they have right around the same amount of laps left to go. So probably lap 30. Whoa, let's see here. Comfortably, if I can make it to lap 36, come down pit road. If I can make it that way. Depends on how much, as we have a driver coming down pit road here. Garrett Hagan's coming down pit road. As well as, who's that behind him? Not sure. William coming down pit road. So we'll see here how long until we get more takers coming down pit road here. We're only on lap 54 of 90. So it doesn't look like the other two are going to be able to make it either without another pit stop. That'll be just a splash and go. Looks like we have Billy's on pit road. But we got another driver. William just made his pit stop. William Rucker's on pit road. Lance Anthony's on pit road. Bradley Williams on pit road. You got Travis Rucker on pit road. He's also sponsoring the Me. Brian Edwards, he just made his pit stop on the last stop. Now you got Anthony Yuns, you got Dylan, you got Kalex, you got Edson, you got Dylan here in the 5th spot. Dylan was the first driver to make his pit stop, so we'll see here how this all cycles out. So Dylan's going to be able to retake the lead. Oh, we got Dylan. That's going to be a penalty there for the 36 machine. He came up over the double yellow way before the commitment cone there out of turn 2. But Dylan Williams is going to go ahead and retake the lead here. And he is out here all by himself. See here what the gap's going to be like once these drivers get back up to speed. And it's looking like right around 5.2 seconds between the leader and second spot. But like I said, Dylan's out there by himself now. So if these drivers, we do have a Wonder Bread. Oh no, that's not Wonder Bread. Is it? Go ahead. No, that's the Magnolia Laser sponsor here tonight. He had the blue and white thing, and I, with the red lettering, I thought it was just Wonder Bread for some reason, but it's not. Truckers got me out here thinking bread. William here in second spot. Travis Rucker here in third. Got Lance Anthony a lap down. He's in between these two drivers here. A lot of penalties have taken place here. We have 9 drivers on the lead lap. Lance is the first driver a lap down. It looks like we've had 4 drivers retire here this evening. Brian Edwards, Brad Adams, Brendan, and unfortunately my favorite name out here on the track tonight, Bacon. I love Bacon. I know that's not his actual, how you say his name, I hope. I don't think it is. I think it's, oh, yeah, it's Bacon. Unless it's Bacon. But I think it's Bacon. But Dylan out here in the lead here right now. He's got a 4.6 second lead over William Rucker here in second spot. But Williams got the company behind him with Lance Anthony, who's a lap down. Travis Rucker here in third. Edson Santos in fourth. Andrew Fay fifth. And that's it. Then you got Garrett Hagan here. You got about a 2.8 second gap. Well, actually, so does Andrew. These two drivers have the same gap in between each other. So Andrew is 2.983. Now it's 3.16. Garrett is right around 3. Oh, now it's 2.8. But he was running similar gap times. That was probably why he glitched out again. I don't know. Not exactly sure what's going on with the whole ATVO overlay thing. Andrew, William, Bradley, Kalex, and Ryan, as well as James, they've all used their fast repair here tonight. Here's the pit stop times for everybody out here. As you can see, from first to eighth, right around the same times. You do have a little bit of variety. You got Hagan with 11.3. You got Williams with a 10.2. But from Lance Anthony to Kalex there in 11th, 49.5, 50.3, 50.1. That's the big difference of why these drivers are a lap down and why they're not on the lead lap here competing for a position with the drivers in front of them. Something happened. Not entirely sure if it was speeding on pit road. But as you see, we do have somebody on pit road right now. He's been at right around 49 seconds and counting now. They all made. Well, Williams has only made 2 pit stops. Everybody else has made 3. Pretty sure they're going to have to make 1 more. We are down here to 27 laps to go. They've already been out here. $20 laps. Ooh, that's going to be pushing it for Dylan. Rucker might be in a good spot. Here we are, 26 laps to go. Well, no, that'll put him at 37 laps. I don't know if they can make it. If anything, it will be a splash and go. But we're waiting here to see. As the gap is closing up a little bit, Rucker has closed it to about half of what it was. William has William Rucker, Travis Rucker. I'm sure they're brothers or something. They have the same last name. And then you got Edson, and that's it. So you got 3. Well, actually, you got 4 cars here. One of which is, if I'm not mistaken, 17 of Anthony Yuns here. He is now the first driver a lap down. We have 8 drivers on the lead lap. Go ahead, step away for a second. I apologize for that. Still right around 2.7 seconds here. 2.65 between Williams and Rucker here. And then right around 5.8 seconds here between 4th and 5th. So now it's 5.6 and growing. But Dylan here, our pole sitter. As you can see there, the stints, the last 3 laps. William Rucker was slower. But lap 69, he was actually 0.022 faster than Dylan. See here what it's going to be like on lap 70. And Williams slower once again. Put up the projected lap time there. It was changing throughout the whole thing there. We do have a lot of different things we can go ahead and go through. Put up the car. They all run the same car. Here to second spot. Here they all run the same car here. The Darla DW12 cars here on iRacing. And they did tell me last Thursday that these cars can bump draft, but really have not seen a whole lot of that here tonight. Not sure if that's because of the track. We'll go ahead and do we gotta I guess there is some bump drafting going on here. He's on board with Travis Rucker here, right behind William Rucker. Get to a different angle. Really close to do that through the turns. I mean, they're sitting here right around 3 seconds behind the leader. As Dylan's coming down pit road, that will put William Rucker up into the top spot as what just happened. Not entirely sure what happened in my iRacing. Well, folks, see here what's going on. I'm still connected. As it looks like maybe my internet has just quit. Hang on, folks. We will be right back. All right, folks. Finally made it back here. We go ahead and reload everything. Now the pit stop thing's working, but it's not showing the times or anything like that. Not entirely sure what's going on with my internet, but glad that we able to go ahead and get back into everything here. Unfortunately, it's not going to show where everybody was sitting here at the beginning of the race as far as positions gained or anything like that. I did leave the session. I came back in and it reset everything. So James here, the last driver on pit road here. Here comes Edson down pit road. Big lock up here from Ed. And we got Travis Rucker and William Rucker here. Gonna go ahead and possibly assume the lead. Not sure exactly what happened to Dylan here. I would pull up the pit stop time, but it's not gonna show me because I lost my internet, so not entirely sure what Dylan's pit stop time was. Actually, Edson back out here on track. We should probably change that to laps to go here. We're down to 5 laps to go. Here comes Travis Rucker. William was right behind him, but now William. William dropped out. Oh, yeah, William Rucker dropped out. Hopefully the same thing did not happen to him that happened to me. That would be very unfortunate there for the 77 if that was the case. We will have to talk to Travis if he finishes here in the top podium spots here tonight. See exactly what happened to William. As we're coming down here to 3 laps to go here, Edson up into the top spot here. And this is pretty much going to be the battle for the win here. As Dylan here in 3rd spot, sitting right around 3.2, 3.3 seconds behind the leader. So if I'm Travis Rucker, I am going to go ahead and take it a little easy here right now. Let Edson have his time. And coming out of turn number 4, I'm going to go ahead and make my move. But I think Edson knows that, and he's expecting that move. So what we're going to see here is we're coming down to 2 laps to go. We got 2 more laps here to go ahead and get around Talladega before we go ahead and crown a winner here tonight. Unfortunate that I had that little mishap during the pit stop cycle. Go ahead and see exactly what happened to Dylan and, you know, see everybody else make their pit stops. But thankfully, we're able to come in here towards the latter part of the race here and catch the last 5-6 laps of the race. And crown a victor here tonight on Extreme Racing TV. As we're coming down to the white flag. 1 more lap to go here tonight. Edson still in the top spot. Travis in 2nd. Dylan right around 3 seconds behind the leader. 2.9 seconds behind the leader. Not going to be a factor here. Coming out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Edson definitely looking in his mirror right now. just trying to stay in line with the driver behind him, Travis. Through 3 and 4 here, we're going to see if Travis is going to go ahead and make his move here coming out of turn number 4. Travis is looking down on the inside, coming down through the tri-oval. Got a lap car in front of him. And he's going to pull off to the side, and Travis Rucker is going to go ahead and grab the victory here tonight. Edson's going to finish second. And Dylan will round out the top 3 here tonight. Congratulations once again goes to Travis Rucker here this evening in that 83 machine, pulling out a victory here tonight at Talladega. Go ahead and wait for him to go ahead and do a virtual burn down here tonight at Talladega. Driving that me car here this evening. Getting the inner Talladega Nights here tonight. So we will go ahead, step away, get our top 3 up here in the broadcast booth. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. See here if we get the top 3 up here in the broadcast booth. We will go ahead and start with that 32 of Dylan Williams. Go ahead and move him up into the broadcast booth. Well, Dylan, finishing 3rd here tonight, man. Talk about your race. How was it for you here tonight at Talladega?
Man, it was on plan to be a good podium finish, but due to connection errors, my teammate disappeared, and it completely ruined the strategy. But that's just how it goes. Um, so I'm honestly glad to just stick it out and try to get a podium.
Yeah, it seems like quite a few people that had issues with connection issues here tonight. I was one of them as well. I there during the last cycle of pit stops, I disconnected. I had to go ahead and wait a couple minutes, go ahead and reconnect everything, catch the last 5 laps. But you had the lead there for a while, and then it just like not entirely sure what happened on the last pit cycle. Because like I said, that's when I dropped out. So wasn't entirely sure what took place there, but it just seemed like the Edson and Travis had a better strategy when it came down to the end of the race versus what you had. Like I said, I wasn't there during the pit cycle, so I missed out on everything that took place. So it's unfortunate from my end. I didn't get all the insights on the pit stops, the pit times and everything like that to see where it all lied out. All I know is I came back and it's like, wait, Dylan's back in third. What happened?
Yeah, so we were coming to me and my teammate CJ were actually going into to go into the pits for our pit cycle, and right when we were going into the entrance, he disappeared. So it was as soon as that happened, we just lost. I lost all of our cushion that we had. I think we had at one point maybe like an 8 second lead.
Yeah,
So
it was
it
like right
definitely blew up
around
right there.
right around 8.2 if I'm not mistaken. And that was around the same time that I dropped out because you guys came down pit road, and it was not too long after that I was gone as well. So not entirely sure what happened between myself and CJ, but sounds like something similar happened between the two of us. So it is unfortunate, but it is one of those situations that we do have to deal with on iRacing, whether it be a driver or a broadcaster. At any given moment, our internet could drop out, and we are out of the woods, and we're in the dark. But looking forward to August 8th here. Go ahead and talk about what are you looking forward to going into next week, as it is, if I'm not mistaken, the Mobility Resort. Go ahead and talk about what you're looking forward to here coming up on the 8th of August.
So personally, I have not turned a lap at the track, so it is going to be a completely new experience. I'm going to be leaning upon my teammates to hopefully give me as much information as possible to get me going. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be exciting. I mean, I was running second in points tonight, and I think I made up a good, decent chunk of that tonight, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, just looking at the track right now, kind of looks like it's kind of similar to Darlington. Kind of looks like it's got an egg shape to it, so it's going to be interesting to go to that track and see what you guys had to provide. But until then, you got third place here to celebrate, Dylan. So any final thoughts, shout outs you got to give before we go ahead and let you go here and celebrate P3 here tonight?
Yeah, I gotta thank of course my teammates, Garrett and CJ. They helped me out a ton. Um, it's very much a team effort. I'm not gonna say that we're all one of us is better than the other. It's very much a team effort. So, gotta thank them first of all, and then gotta thank my mom for watching. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Dylan. Well, you go ahead, celebrate your P3 here tonight, and can't wait to see what you have next Thursday night. Until then, enjoy this one. We'll see you back out there on the track next Thursday.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, now take us up to our P2 finisher here this evening, and that will be that number 20 machine of Edson Santos. Well, Edson, you had the lead there coming down in the latter part of the race, but Travis was just able to, pull it out, right spot, right time. But P2 here, not too shabby. Go ahead and talk about your race. How was it for you here tonight at Talladega?
So, good night, guys. First of all, thank you for the organizers of the league, organizing the events and this broadcast. Very nice. Sorry, my English with my accent. I am Brazilian. So it's great very good to be here. So the race, at the beginning we had some yellow flags. hamper the progress of the race. I was always trying to save fuel. Only one or two times, and I took the initiative to go ahead. And on the last restart, somehow the P3 he started badly and led first and second go and opened like a 4 or 5 seconds. So all that was left was continue to save fuel to try to make one last stop. And unfortunately, I couldn't. I wouldn't have stopped at the white flag last lap. That was I needed just 2.5 liters. So I could have made it with a little more, but in my last pit, just with this splashing roll, I had to shift into reserve. I lost my pitch box and I lost 1.5 seconds. That's when I lost the chance to get ahead of Travis and win. So even so, we are together at the end. Since there was a lefty car in front of me in the last 2 or 3 laps, I thought so. I'm gonna stay behind him in the final. I could get the slipstream and increase the speed in the final straight, but I couldn't. Travis had to go inside to win, and congratulations to him. So in the end, it's pretty important points for the championship. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't win them all, but having a P2 finish, like you said, a good points night, good night for the championship here moving forward. And looking forward, August 8th, we go to the Mobility Resort Moghetti here. Go ahead. Now, I've never personally raced on this track, but just from the looks of it, looks kind of similar to Darlington. But go ahead and talk about what are you looking forward to next Thursday night, going to that track here moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. I love Motegi. I want to be there for sure.
All right. Well, Edson, before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your second place finish here tonight at Talladega, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your P2 finish here tonight?
That's to send a warm hug for all my teammates here in Brazil, my team, Lean Energy. So I want to mention name by name because a lot of people, 15 guys, but they are watching the broadcast, and so a hug for all of them.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming over, tuning in here on Extreme Racing TV and watching Edson here. Put on a good battle for trying to get the victory here tonight. But P2, that's not too shabby either. So go ahead and celebrate this one, Edson, here tonight. And looking forward to seeing what you have in store next Thursday night at the Mobility Resort Moghetti. Until then, enjoy this one. Get you back out there on the track here next week.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and that will take us to our first place finisher here tonight, and that will be that number 83 machine of Travis Rucker. So let's go ahead and move Travis up here in the broadcast booth. Well, Travis, you found your inner Bobby here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race. How was it for you? It was Talladega, so.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you spend, 85 of the 90 laps just riding around, waiting, hoping you're not in the big wreck, and then, then it's go time.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, it looked like there for a little bit, you and William were working together, and unfortunately, seemed like to be a theme of the night here. Quite a few drivers had an issue to where they suddenly just dropped out. And unfortunately, the broadcaster was not excluded from all that either because I got dropped out as well during the race. So just go ahead and talk about that. It looked like you two were working together there for a while until ultimately, he was no longer in the race.
Yeah, there for the last, 15 15 or 20 laps, we was doing a pretty good job, maintaining pace, and I was pushing him as hard as, we could go there. And then we made our last pit stops, and I came out in front of him, and we got about a lap into it, and he said my racing crashed, and I was thinking, oh no. And then luckily Edson pulled out there, and I was able to catch his draft and push him out and keep him ahead to where we could make it just a fight between the both of us.
Yeah, it just seemed like, and I was saying it on the broadcast, it's like if I'm Travis, I'm waiting until the exit of turn 4 on the last lap to make my move. And sure enough, it unfolded the way, if I was the driver in your shoes, that I would have done it. But thankfully Edson did not try to anticipate that move and was respectful enough to go ahead and give you the room. Go ahead and take that position. Go ahead and grab the victory here tonight at Talladega. It's like it was one of those unfortunate things that seemed like 5, 6 of us, me included, ended up dropping out of the race almost simultaneously. Kind of weird how all that happened. So it is unfortunate, but like we always say, that's a risk we take when you come out here on iRace and go ahead and race online. You always have that possibility of dropping out and being stuck where you are. But fortunately for me, the only thing I lost was a little broadcast time. So unlike being out there on the track, I've been on that side of things too. It is terrible. I hate it. But looking forward here, Travis. Next Thursday night, we go to the Mobility Resort Moghetti. It's kind of, from the looks of it, it's kind of similar to what Darlington is, kind of egg-shaped. So go ahead and talk about, what you look forward to next Thursday night, going to another oval that looks kind of similar to an old-school track that the Cup Series runs over here on the U.S. side here at the North Carolina Darlington.
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect, to be honest with you, because I just bought the track and I haven't even loaded into it yet. So it's going to be a new experience. Lance and William was telling me that it's a pretty fun track to run, though. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because, it's a track I've never touched. I don't even have it yet. So definitely looking forward to getting that purchased and getting out there and, just seeing what you guys are going to have to deal with here next Thursday night. But, until then, you have an entire week to go ahead and celebrate a victory here, Travis. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate in that meme machine, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here tonight at Talladega?
Yeah, I want to thank Edson for, keeping it clean there and respectful. He's always really good to run against. I want to thank William and Lance for putting the league together. They do a great job running it and doing the admin stuff while racing and trying to keep all that lined out. I could never do that. My sponsors, Magnolia Laser, Crown Athletics, B Smith Maintenance. Thanks fans for coming out and watching us. And yeah, thank you for doing the broadcast. We appreciate it.
All right. Love doing it. And looking forward to doing a lot more, Travis. So, but, you got a week here to go ahead and prepare for another race next Thursday night. And hopefully we'll see you up in the podium. If not, another victory here. But until then, enjoy this one, Travis. We'll see you back out there on the track next Thursday night.
Thank you, sir. Hopefully we'll be talking again next week.
All right. Hopefully. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. And that will conclude the interviews here tonight. So let's go ahead and get down to the final race results, pending any other admin stuff they have to do here this evening. We'll go ahead and pull up final results. Oh, wait, that's right, because I got kicked out. So Travis Rucker grabbing the victory here tonight. Congrats once again to Travis on the victory here at Talladega. Edson Santos grabbing second. Dylan Williams third, Garrett Hagan in fourth, Andrew Fay fifth, William Swenson sixth, Bradley Williams seventh, Dylan Morant eighth, Anthony Yuns ninth, and Kalex Whitesell and 10th. Back in 11th, we got Lance Anthony. In 12th, Ryan Clemente. 13th, Billy Smith. 14th, CJ Harden. 15th, William Rucker. 16th, Brian Edwards. 17th, James Lingriven. 18th, Andy Frazier. 19th, Brendan Blinn. 20th, Brad Adams. Back in 21st, we got that Bacon Solenska. So, that will conclude the results here tonight. Great racing by everybody out here that showed up for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Props again to the sponsors, MW Race Cars, Magnolia, Lasers. Thank you all for coming out and tuning in here to Extreme Racing TV. As always, Dennis Ansman up here in the broadcast booth, putting on the broadcast for you all. Do apologize for that little hiccup we had there toward the latter part of the race. Unfortunately, that was beyond my control. Just something that happens that, it's part of iRacing. Broadcasters are just as prone to have that happen to them as any iRacer out there on the track. And we definitely had our share of drivers out here that fell victim to that here tonight. But until next Thursday night, take care of yourselves and each other and have a good night.